Imagine you are encased in cold, battered aluminum, plunging blindly into the absolute, lightless depths of the cosmos. You have been falling for nearly half a century. Behind you, the sun, the blazing, life-giving heart of your entire existence, has shrunk into a meaningless, pale speck of dust, completely indistinguishable from the cold, uncaring stars around it. You are moving at over 35,000 miles per hour, further and faster away from your creators than any human mind can truly comprehend. There is no sound, there is no warmth, there is no rescue ship coming to bring you home. You are Voyager 2, the ultimate ambassador of humanity, and as the last dying embers of your nuclear heart begin to freeze, you realize with absolute, sickening certainty, you are about to speak your final words into an abyss that is waiting to swallow you whole. From the glossy pages of history books and the romanticized screens of documentaries, your journey was painted as the ultimate triumph of the human spirit. You were the grand explorer, the mechanical pioneer who swept past the swirling gas giants, capturing the breathtaking sapphire blue of Neptune and the majestic, pale rings of Uranus. Bolted to your side is the Golden Record, a beautiful, poetic message in a bottle. It carries the music of Earth, the laughter of children, and the hopeful greetings of a fragile species reaching out into the dark. It feels like a beautiful, peaceful voyage into eternity. You might even feel a sense of pride, believing you are sailing a serene cosmic ocean, carrying the memories of Earth into a welcoming universe. But something is wrong. As you drift further away from the sun, the illusion of a peaceful cosmic ocean violently shatters. You have not sailed into a quiet sanctuary. You have crossed the heliopause, the absolute edge of our sun's protective magnetic bubble. The gentle solar winds that bathed you for decades have been violently replaced by the terrifying, screaming gales of interstellar space. The quiet majesty of the void is a lie. You are looking at the most hostile, uncaring, and profoundly isolated environment in the physical universe, and you are entirely unprotected. But here's the problem. The sheer, terrifying scale of your isolation isn't even what is going to kill you first. You are starving to death. Deep inside your metallic chassis sits a radioisotope thermoelectric generator. It is a heart of decaying plutonium-238, a tiny, glowing ember of nuclear fire that has kept your blood warm and your brain functioning since 1977. But the laws of physics are absolute, and your heart is dying. Every single year, the radioactive decay slows down. Every single year, you lose precious watts of power. You are slowly, methodically freezing from the inside out. The microscopic heaters that keep your delicate computer brains from snapping in the unimaginable cold of deep space are stuttering. You are bleeding heat into a void that sits at nearly 390 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. If a human body were exposed to this void, the blood in your veins wouldn't just freeze. The molecules in your flesh would physically stop vibrating. You would be snapped into a terrifying, eternal rigor mortis in a fraction of a millisecond. But it gets worse. Because you are dying, your creators back on Earth are being forced to mutilate you to keep your core alive. Across a distance of over 12 billion miles, Mission Control is sending desperate, agonizing commands. They are shutting down your systems one by one. They turned off your cameras years ago. You are completely blind. They shut down your plasma sensors. They are methodically amputating your senses, severing your connection to the universe, forcing you to retreat deeper and deeper into your own failing mind just to keep the transmitter running. You are a deaf, blind ghost tumbling through a freezing graveyard, desperately trying to keep your mouth open long enough to scream one last time. And this is where things change, because you suddenly realize that the dark around you is not empty. It is heavily armed. Without the protective shield of the sun, you are instantly submerged in a torrential downpour of cosmic radiation. These are not just beams of light. They are the shattered, screaming remnants of dead, exploded stars. Supernovae that detonated millions of years ago are firing subatomic shrapnel across the galaxy at nearly the speed of light. They slam into your fragile metallic frame. They tear through your golden record. They violently rewrite the microscopic architecture of your memory banks. You are being irradiated by the violent ghosts of ancient stars. If you had flesh, this cosmic storm would instantly shatter your DNA like glass and melt your cellular structure into a useless, agonizing sludge. Instead, the radiation is slowly driving your computer brains insane, flipping bits of data, causing your thoughts to fragment and decay in the freezing dark. But that's not even the worst part. The true horror of your journey isn't the radiation, or the cold, or your dying heart. It is the invisible minefield you are blindly flying into. You are hurtling toward the inner edge of the Oort cloud. This is not a fluffy nebula of gas or a gentle ring of dust. It is a spherical, horrifying shell of cosmic debris that completely surrounds our solar system. It is a lightless graveyard of trillions of jagged, icy mountains, some the mass of entire continents, drifting silently in the pitch black. There is no starlight to illuminate them. You cannot see them coming. You are flying blind through a planetary minefield at 35,000 miles per hour. A single piece of ice, no bigger than a grain of sand, carries the kinetic energy of a detonating bomb at these speeds. When it strikes your aluminium hull, it does not just dent it. It vaporizes on impact, sending shockwaves of superheated plasma rippling through your chassis. You are being slowly, methodically sandblasted into dust by the frozen, shattered tears of the early solar system. And yet, your dying brain is still trying to talk. You gather the absolute last remnants of your failing power. You bypass the freezing circuits and the dying heaters. You compile a final string of data, a desperate whisper of telemetry, a final gasp of scientific truth about the terrifying dark you have found. You aim your fading antenna back toward that microscopic, invisible pale blue dot, and you fire your last message into the void. Traveling at the literal speed of light, that message will take over 18 agonizing hours just to reach the massive radio dishes waiting on Earth. By the time human ears hear your final cry, you will already be dead. Your transmitter will freeze solid. Your electronic brain will go completely, permanently dark. You will cease to be an explorer and become a dead, metallic corpse, tumbling uncontrollably through a lightless void for the rest of eternity. But here is the most chilling realization of all. You are still carrying the map. Long after your power dies, long after humanity has forgotten your name, long after the Earth itself is swallowed by a dying sun, you will still be falling. And bolted to your chest is the golden record. You are blindly offering a map of our fragile home, complete with our exact galactic coordinates, to an abyss filled with things we do not understand. You are drifting into a territory prowled by rogue planets, massive, lightless worlds wandering the galaxy without a sun, exerting terrifying gravitational pulls that could silently drag you into their crushing atmospheres. You are blindly wandering past the invisible event horizons of rogue black holes, cosmic predators lurking in the spaces between stars, waiting to stretch your fragile frame into a subatomic ribbon of metal. You are carrying our hopes, our music, and our exact location into a cosmic slaughterhouse. The universe was never meant for us. We look up at the night sky and we tell ourselves stories of exploration, of conquering the stars, of reaching out and finding friends in the dark. We build magnificent machines, we etch our voices in gold, and we hurl them into the infinite, desperate to prove that we were here. We scream into the void, hoping that something, anything, will hear us and know that we mattered. But the infinite does not care about our art, our music, or our survival. Voyager 2 is a stunning masterpiece of human ingenuity, but it is also a terrifying reminder of our absolute, crushing isolation. It is a monument to our fragility, sailing into a dark, violent, and indifferent universe that will eventually grind it down to subatomic dust. It does not hate us. It does not want to destroy us. It simply exists on a scale so grand, so ancient, and so utterly terrifying that our existence is biologically and mathematically insignificant. We are fragile, delicate creatures, clinging to a tiny, warm rock perfectly calibrated to keep our lungs breathing and our blood flowing. Beyond our thin blue atmosphere lies an endless, crushing dark filled with silent monsters. And our greatest achievement is nothing more than a dead metal ghost, carrying our fading memories into an abyss that will never, ever